Hello, class. Hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to start topic 13, which is order of operations. We're going to do lesson 1. I can use the order of operations to solve expressions. I don't know if you've ever done order of operations. You probably have not unless you were in math club. But the way that it works is there are steps or rules for the order that you work problems in. If there is a parenthesis in a problem, you always work the parenthesis first. That is always your first step. So if there's something in parentheses, for example, if there was 2 plus 4 in parentheses in your problem, you would work that first. No matter where it's at in the problem, the things in parentheses are worked first. Second, if there is an exponent in a problem, you would work that next. If you want to remember what exponents are like, if we had 4 to the second power, that's the exponent. That would be 4 times 4. You'd multiply 4 twice, you'd get 16. Another exponent would be, for example, 3 to the third power. That's where you multiply 3 times. Not 3 times 3, but 3 times 3 times 3. You multiply 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So that's the second thing you work in the problem. The third thing you work in the problem is if there's anything to multiply or divide. And you do that from left to right in the problem. So just like you were reading, if there's something that you multiply or divide, you'll work it from left to right. And then the last thing in the problem that you do is add or subtract. And then that one is also left to right. You might have heard somebody talk about the order of operation and say the word PEMDAS, which stands for parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Now, Miss Goins is not a big fan of PEMDAS, and I can see why. It can help you remember, but here's the thing. You don't necessarily always multiply before you divide, because remember, you could divide first if the division's on the left. You always do the multiply and divide left to right. You don't necessarily add before you subtract, because again, it's left to right. You could subtract first. So let's look at this problem up here. 24 minus 7 plus 5 divided by 2 to the second power plus 8. Might go in a little closer. Denise's, actually I might be able to take over now, Denise. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see here, because I want to put this one up close. Okay, so first what we're going to do is, let's look at our order, parentheses. Is there anything in parentheses in that problem? Yes, 7 plus 5. So we're going to add the 7 plus 5. And I just like to rewrite the whole thing. So now we've added the 7 plus 5 is 12, and now we've got our problem. What's going to be what we do second? If you're thinking exponents, you're exactly right. 2 to the second power. So now we've got 24 minus 12 divided by 2 to the second power. That's 2 times 2 plus 8. What are we going to do next? I think a lot of people's common thought would be to take the 24 minus 12 and get 12. But look, we have to multiply or divide first. Right here, we have a division problem. We have to do that first. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And then I'm writing the rest of the problem. I'm keeping the 24 minus 3 plus 8. Now, all we have left is adding and subtracting. Look, we've got the subtracting first. So here's a case just like I was telling you. You don't add necessarily first or subtract first. You do it in whichever order it comes left to right. So now we're going to take 24 minus 3, which is 21, plus 8. 21 plus 8 equals 29. And guess what we've just done? Algebra. We've just done an algebraic expression. So how cool is that? Down here I have another one. Let's look at this. 2 plus 7 times 8 divided by 2. What would we do first? Parentheses. There's no parentheses. Exponents. No exponents. Multiply or divide. We've got multiply and divide. How do I know what to do first? Should I multiply or divide? I should multiply because it's the one thing that's to the left. So we've got 2 plus 7 times 8 is 56 divided by 2. What am I going to do next? Divide. Multiply and divide left to right. So now I've got 56 divided by 2, which I know the answer, but I'm just going to come over here and work it out, is 28. So now I have 2 plus 28 equals 30. So you might want to pause this video and write these steps down, rules for order of operations, or you could Google it. You could pull up an anchor chart for rules of operation. If we were in school, that's what we would do. We would make an anchor chart and put it in your math notebook. But I would recommend writing this down. Okay, let's look at one last thing. I know this video is getting kind of long. Actually, I think we'll go ahead and stop there because it's already 7 minutes. So I don't want to make it too long. I sure do miss you guys. I put the assignment on, and there's a bonus if you do the topic 12 test, and if you get 80% or higher on that test, I will send you a surprise. I will mail you a surprise in the mail. So that could be fun. You can take your time on that. Your parents can help you on it. It's not like a test we take at school. So if you get 80% or higher, I'm going to send you a surprise. So anyway, hope you're having a great day. Bye.